Hey guys, this is B.Moseley. Thank you for tuning into my podcast where we're healing from family ties, trauma, and taking accountability for all areas of our lives that may have held us back. I do thank you for tuning in if this is your first time. And if it is your first time, please go back, watch the episodes that I've launched. It should be 5 episodes there. This week we was healing from progression or perfection. Wednesday we was talking about why it's worth it, and Monday we was talking about how it affects our mental health, and how it affects my mental health, and in some ways it will affect yours as well. So I hope it was very, very resourceful for you, and I hope that it was self-reflecting for you as it's self-reflecting for me. But like I said, Fridays is finally Free Friday, and does it take 3 days to get over something? Does it take 3 days to realize, hey, I need help? Hey, I need, to change. It does not take 3 days. It did not take me 3 days to speak about the areas that I'm struggling with. It did not take me 3 days to bring you the subjects that I want to talk about and the struggles that I'm having. That doesn't take 3 days. It takes some time. So don't let finally Free Friday to let something go per se. Like, really work on it, really reflect on yourself, and be in the progression mind frame. Like I said, you are not perfect. I am not perfect, and you need to really heal in what you're dealing with right now, or what you dealt with in the past. Such as me, I'm dealing with things that have happened in the past, and in this progression thing, I am moving in the right directions to help me move past it. And this week I was getting feedback, and someone was saying, okay, are you in it? Like, are you in the progression, or are you in the perfection? You're speaking, you got great pointers, but where are you at, and do you want to be there? And to reflect on that and to answer that question, I'm 50-50, to be honest. Like, I don't want to let go of the perfection state of mind. I don't want to let go of being envious. And that's just honesty. Like, I don't want to be, some days I'm not saying I don't want to grow. It's just like letting something go. It feels like, okay, where am I going to go next? And the next is a great thing. But sometimes in a healing place, you like, am I really forgiving this person? I'm really moving past this thing? Or is it something that I can hold on for the rest of my life? That I'm in the middle. I'm 50-50. And for me, it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? And for me, it's a growing thing. It's a process. And I'm not saying it's a great thing. It's actually a growing thing. You know what I mean? And when I'm progressing, I am actually trying to look at myself and be like, it's time for you to let that go. It's so many things that we'll talk about that I had to let go, and I had to process, and I had to be more in life to even say I need to heal from that. You know what I mean? And when you are in a progression road, I'm in a car, I'm on this progression road, and there's people helping me and speaking through me. At times I'm not agreeing with what they're saying. At times I'm not in an understanding place that I deserve to heal from that. You know what I mean? Like, I have backlash, I have questions, and I need answers. And sometimes those people don't have the answers for you. When you're getting resources, I don't want you to feel as though somebody is going to have the answer for you at all times. It's very helpful to connect with people that have been through the same thing, but some of those answers are in you. And you have to be mature enough and take accountability to look at yourself, like looking at your emotional state, looking at your physical state, looking at your mind state, that okay, this area I need to dig a little more deeper. In this area of for me, it would be being emotional. Like I need to look into that area and say, what makes me emotional? What are my triggers? And you cannot blame someone that triggered you, because they don't know your triggers. You need to know your trigger. You need to realize, like, I can be easily triggered, and communicate. There's no blame game in the healing game. Like, you need to communicate. You need to really reflect. That's where journaling coming in. That's where prayer coming in. And that's when whatever is your resource, if it's a therapist, life coach, whatever you are doing at the time for a resource, because we do need resources, you need to communicate, hey, I'm feeling this way, this triggered me this way, what can I do now? And that's, for me, that's in my progression thing. Like, okay, I feel like in my trauma, I don't want to be around people that did the trauma. You know, people say you need to forgive. You need to be around your family, I should say. This is just an example. So if someone say, you know, I have an issue now where someone says you need to forgive and you need to move past. So if it's my family that did something to me, or is it anyone relationship wise, I'm in the place in the progression thing where, okay, I forgive you. So allow me space to reflect that. You know what I mean? Like, allow me space to, you know, decide whether or not this relationship is beneficial for me. And I think that, you know, it can be selfish on both ways, but it's beneficial as well. You know, sometimes you have to be selfish in your healing process. Like, you cannot be in a place where you got sick. You know what I mean? So if you are better, you're in a hospital bed and you are better, they are moving you home now. You're not going to be sitting in the same place where you were sick because you grew out of that. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, am I still in the place? Yes, I'm 50-50 perfection. I'm 50% in the progression. And like I said, this week, it's not going to take 3 days for us to let go something. It's not going to be 3 days to fully heal. We are healing from that, meaning we are taking the steps to be healed, to be whole in our progression road. Do I want to be in the progression? Do I want to be in a place where I'm taking the proper steps? Yes, I do want to be that individual. Like, I want to be that whole woman that I know what triggers me. I know what issues that I need to work on, because you're going to be working all of your life, all of your days. That's something that it's all like, okay, I need to work on that. I said this, I need to work on that. It's always going to be something that we need in our lives for improvement. You know what I mean? And reflecting on Monday, I was, you know, in my journal, and I'm saying in my journal, or saying in my mind that, okay, in the progression thing, how will you cope with your anxiety? In the progression thing, how are we dealing with our issues, our depression, our, you know, diagnosis? How are we moving forward? And that is, you know, me sticking to therapy, you know, me sticking to a plan that I have placed out. You have to have a plan. And then you also have to have the ability to change your mind. There's not no, you know, okay, today I'm not going to do this. Like, you have to have a mind that I'm going to keep going. Like I said in the consistency thing on Sunday as a motivational, you have to stay consistent. You have to stay, present in your healing. And I mean, it's very, very hard. It's hard for me, and I know it's hard for you, but you have to stay consistent. You have to be present in your stuff, because if you keep letting go your stuff, it's gonna continue to add on whatever stuff you have in whatever particular season that you're in. We always going to be in different seasons. We're always going to be in different quarters of our lives. But if you haven't healed, or you haven't started the healing process, or the stuff that you went through in the past, it's gonna keep packing. And then now you're a hoarder. Like, think about that. You're a hoarder of your past. You're a hoarder of your trauma. And that was me. I was a hoarder of these things. We see the shows, we see what happened. So like I said, I was a hoarder with my emotions and my trauma, and I was holding that, and I was hoarding that in the inside of me, and it was pouring out, and it was pouring out on the relationships that I was trying to grow in, or it was pouring out in the professional life that I was trying to grow in, and it was pouring out in the friendships that I was trying to, keep together, glue together, and it was not sticking together. Because in hoarding, what does it do? It creates mold, it creates dust, it creates dirt, it's overcrowding. And we need to clean, we need to organize our lives and start packing and putting things in boxes. When we put things in boxes, we're packing it away. When we're giving those things away, meaning this podcast is me packing and giving it away and laying it all out and giving the tools and giving my life and giving my story to you guys and to this platform. I don't want to be a hoarder anymore. I don't want to be, in this perfection mind frame that I don't need help. And at first I thought that was okay. And then when I started progressing, I am saying, okay, I'm a hoarder. B.Moseley is a hoarder, and B.Moseley wants to clean. So can you come in and can you give me this and I give you that, and and then we have a whole thing, and we're moving now. You understand what I'm saying? And I have dumpsters of, okay, I'm dealing with the depression, I'm dealing with the anxiety, I'm dealing with the molestation, I'm dealing with the family issues. This is all me. This is all taking accountability, and these are all my dumpsters. You understand what I'm saying? All of these was dumpsters. All of them have trash. Are you hearing me? All of them have dumpsters, and all of them have trash of piled up things. What triggers my anxiety? What triggers my depression? Whatever you said to trigger a thought about molestation, and whatever triggers my family trauma, and I'm holding that. But I want to pack every dumpster up, lay it all out, take accountability, and fix it. Be in control of my emotions. Know that I need help. Be in control of my mind. Know that I need help, and lay it all out. Now, when you lay it all out, you say, dang, okay, you talked about it, so how do you feel? Or, you talked about it, now what do you do since you have nothing to hold on to? That's what I'm doing. I'm letting it out. I'm giving you everything. And I'm moving forward. I'm speaking to you. Even if, I don't go through any of those things anymore, far as, I have the results of my trauma that I'm dealing with, but I'm not in that trauma anymore that brought up the issues. So if you are in your now, meaning you're going through, you're watching me, you're going through the molestation, or you're going through, family issues, there is a new for you. I want to speak that to you. There's a new for you. Like, there is a place for you. There's therapy for you. There's resources for you. There's a life coach for you. There's even a pastor for you. You have to know there is a way out of those things, and you are going to be that woman and that man that will be able to speak and be able to start the healing process. I want you to hear me that this is not the end for you. Like, this is something that, you know, we battle with, like, why me? Why am I going through this? Like, I cannot function in this. I cannot function in this relationship. I can't function in this trauma. I'm not going to say you can, but you are functioning, and you're going to make it out. You're going to make it out. And like I said, it is a new place for you. It's going to be rewarding. It's so, I used to be so angry when someone says that, like, what I'm going through is not rewarding. What I've been through is not rewarding. And why is it happening to me? I'm here to tell you, as a survivor of all of those things, there is something for you. I promise you, there's something for you, and you're gonna get it. There are lines for you. You're gonna get it. There's, like I said, there's resources for you. You're gonna get it, and it's there, and it's waiting for you. I promise. And to also say, in my persistence of, you know, keeping We're Healing From That and creating more and being more present with you guys, I'm going to start, you know, being on lives. I'm going to start giving you resources for, you know, crisis lines, and, you know, also opening up my DMs on We're Healing From That and Twitter. We're Healing From That on Facebook. We're Healing From That on Instagram. And also, We're Healing From That at gmail.com. You can reach me there. There's links in all bios where you can see my website. You can drop your name. You can talk to me, all private, of course. And really, you know, also, not just for that, you know, if you want to be a guest on here, you have a story that you want to share. If you also want to reflect on the previous episodes, you can come in, we can speak about it, we can heal about it. Like, this is a community that I'm building, that we can start the healing process, so we can start being healed and whole. You know, are some things that I have let go that I will speak more about, and that I'm fully healed from. And there's also things that we are healing as well. And I also wanted to say that social medias I'm trying to build. I hope that you are sharing with everyone. And also that I'm going to start on Tuesdays a questionnaire, or, you know, start a conversation on Instagram and Facebook for We're Healing From That. And I just hope that these messages that I'm laying out here is helping someone, and that you see me as a vessel. This is all God. This is not me. I am just a vessel that went through every single thing, and He is just like speaking through me. I'm just a vessel. I want you to know, but I'm the vessel that is helping you. I'm the vessel that is helping me as well. But we have to take accountability, and we have to want to change our mind, and also take the steps to change in our mind. And I hope that this week helped you. It helped me very much. And, you know, me thinking about Wednesday and Monday, I'm like, wow, like, I let it all out, let it all there. And I just hope that it was helpful and you grabbed something. Also, I know you see me with merch on all the time. I am going to launch merch for you guys. Masks, hoodies, t-shirts, you know, things like that. That is coming soon. Pins, mugs, whatever you can think of, I'm going to have. It is coming soon. And I hope that you have a great weekend. It's very productive. Like I said, all DMs are open, emails open, website is open. Check me out. Heal with me. You got this. See you later. Mwah.